Thank you, sir. I wish to draw the attention of the chair and the council to the fact.
Sir, please mention the subject and lay.
Okay, sir. This subject is on withholding data of consumer expenditure survey that is going on for the last 10 years. I wish to draw the attention of the chair and the council
Okay,
to the
please lay.
fact that government has not released any new consumer expenditure survey for the last 10 years. This is the basis on which all economic data of
Okay.
importance and poverty statistics are also calculated.
Srimati Shanta Chetri, not present. Dr. B. Shivadasan.
Respected Chair, the accredited social health activists in the country is doing remarkable works in rural India. There are 10.4 lakh ASHA workers in our nation. The World Health Organization has appreciated them as a global health leaders. This was a proud moment for the whole nation. But their allowance and incentives are very minimal, sir. Even this minimal allowance are not disbursed on time. They are assisting the poor and needy people in their most difficult times by giving health care, but the ASHA workers are not getting any assistance from the union government to care for their own health. Every day, they are spending long hours for the health care of the persons in their locality, but even a minimal insurance package is not arranged for them. They are not given even minimum wages. The majority of the ASHA workers has started their job long years back, but they are considered as volunteers. The government is telling they have no right to receive the salary as an employees because they are the social security volunteers. Government is not treating it as a job. If ensuring social security is not a job, then what is the definition of job? The union government should provide the social security to the social security workers. They should be given job security and health facility. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Dr. Lakshmikant Bajpayee.
माननीय उपसभापति जी, आपकी अनुमति से महिलाओं व बच्चों में कुपोषण और उसमें स्वर्ण प्राशन संस्कार के उपयोग के संबंध में मेरी सूचना है और इस पर मैं आप अनुमति दें तो मैं पढ़ दूं।
पढ़िए।
भारत में कुपोषण के कारण 33 लाख से अधिक बच्चे कुपोषित हैं। कुपोषित बच्चों में संक्रमण से अधिक मौतें होती हैं। प्रत्यक्ष इम्यूनिटी का अभाव इसका कारण है। 5000 वर्ष पूर्व महर्षि कश्यप ने स्वर्ण प्राशन संस्कार का उल्लेख कश्यप संहिता में किया था। आधुनिक वैज्ञानिक युग में वर्ष 1975 में चूहों और मनुष्यों पर परीक्षण इसका प्रारंभ किया गया। परिणाम स्वरूप प्रतिरोधक क्षमता में वृद्धि में बेहतर परिणाम प्राप्त हुए। शरीर की इम्यूनिटी को प्रभावी बनाने वाले टी सेल्स, बी सेल्स और साइटोकाइंस बढ़ाने में अनुकूल परिणाम आए हैं। उत्तर प्रदेश में गोरखपुर जनपद में भड़सार ग्राम में, जो कि सर्वाधिक कुपोषित क्षेत्र था, 800 बच्चों पर तक यह स्वर्ण प्राशन संस्कार विधि से चिकित्सा की गई। ऐसे बच्चों में संक्रमण में 40% की कमी पाई गई। यह पायलट अध्ययन पीजीआई लखनऊ तथा सेंटर ऑफ बायोमेडिकल रिसर्च लखनऊ तथा किंग जॉर्ज मेडिकल कॉलेज यूनिवर्सिटी लखनऊ के चिकित्सकों व वैज्ञानिकों की देखरेख में संपन्न हुआ। परिणाम प्रामाणिक है। इस प्रयोग से बच्चों में चिकित्सा के आधुनिक मत के अनुसार पीबीएमसीज की क्षमता वृद्धि के परिणामस्वरूप न्यूनतम मात्रा 0.01 माइक्रोमोलर और अधिकतम 50 माइक्रोमोलर तक देना सुरक्षित माना गया है। वैक्सीन की भांति स्वर्ण प्राशन संस्कार भी रोग प्रतिरोधक क्षमता में वृद्धि कारक है। यह प्रयोग कुपोषित महिलाओं तथा क्षीण इम्यूनिटी के सभी आयु वर्ग के मरीजों पर किया जा सकता है। कोरोना काल में विशेषतः बच्चों पर यह कारगर सिद्ध हुआ है। इस अनुसंधान में पीजीआई के डॉक्टर गौरव पांडे, बायोमेडिकल रिसर्च के डॉक्टर दिनेश कुमार, वैद्य अभय नारायण और डॉक्टर आलोक मेरठ आगे जांच हेतु आयुष मंत्रालय भारत सरकार के अंतर्गत सेंट्रल काउंसिल फॉर रिसर्च इन आयुर्वेद साइंस में 27 फरवरी 2022 से वित्तीय व्यवस्था हेतु प्रस्ताव लंबित है। मेरा आग्रह है कि तत्काल स्वीकृति देकर इस स्वर्ण प्राशन संस्कार की फर्दर जांच कराई जाए।
धन्यवाद। श्री सुभाषिष चक्रवर्ती।
Thank you, Chairman, sir. I want to draw attention to the government through your honor, regarding suffering of Bengal due to coastal erosion. India has nearly 7,000 kilometers of coastline, out of which Bengal has over 500 kilometers. A Ministry of Earth Science report on national assessment of shoreline changes along Indian coast shows that between 1990 and 2018, 34% of India's coastline suffered erosion, 26% experienced accretion, and 40% is stable. Of this, on the eastern side, Bengal suffered 60.5 erosion, and on the west coast, Kerala suffered 46.4 erosion. Over long periods of time, sediment and rocks along the coastline are weathered away due to the action of waves, tides, currents, cyclones, and winds. With the emergence of the threat of global warming and rise in sea levels due to melting of polar ice caps, a new threat has emerged of submergence of coastal areas. Activities such as construction of coastal structure, beach sand, mining, and dams on rivers can exacerbate the problem. In Bengal, there are more than 32 lakh people, including fishermen, who are directly engaged in fishing, and people indirectly depend on the fishing industry for livelihood and sustenance. These communities live and work by the coast, often in very precarious conditions. Small-scale fishing industries generate an annual turnover of nearly rupees 500 crores. Fishing and aquaculture account for 1% of India's GDP, with Bengal and Andhra Pradesh accounting for the largest share of this. I request the government to ensure that the fragile ecosystems of coastal regions, people of the coastal areas, and their livelihoods are protected from erosion. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sri M. Shanmugam.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. I refer the subject need to increase the EPF pension and extend the ESI facilities to ESI pensioners. Employees Pension Scheme 1995 was introduced by the Union Government in 95. Nearly 70 lakhs senior citizens and their family members are getting meager pension through this scheme. It was introduced without discussion with the labor unions. At present, a minimum pension of rupees 1,000 per month is being paid to retired pensioners' family, out of which they are not able to meet out their daily bread in this inflationary living condition. After the agitation and struggles, various pensioners association and bipartite meeting, a high-power monitoring committee was formed in January 2018, and it submitted the recommendation in January 2019, but the recommendations are not implemented so far. This NDA government is in office for the last more than 8 years, but is yet to raise the minimum EPF pension. The Honorable Supreme Court and various High Court in their judgments have also given favorable orders for EPF pensioners, but they are not being implemented. The poor pensioners are suffering and need to be given relief. I would therefore urge upon the Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Minister for Labour to initiate urgent measures to increase minimum EPF pension of rupees 9,000 per month with DA and implementation of medical facilities through ESI scheme. Thank you, sir.
Sri Samir Rao, absent. Sri Elamaram Karim.
Thank you, sir. My subject is demand to settle the pay and wage revision of the employees of BSNL. The entire employees of BSNL are concerned due to the non-settlement of pay revision of the executives and wage revision of the workers. It's a very serious issue, and thousands of employees are suffering due to this. At present, BSNL is a loss-making company, but it is not due to the fault of the employees and workers. For example, procurement of 2G mobile equipment was denied to BSNL from 2007 up to 2012. This was the period when the country witnessed an exponential growth in the mobile services. So BSNL was unable to take advantage of this growth. Even today, BSNL has not been able to launch its 4G service, while the private operators are getting ready to launch their 5G. Firstly, BSNL could not upgrade its 49,300 4G compatible BTSs for launching its 4G service. Had this upgradation been done, it would have enabled BSNL to launch its pan-India 4G service at least 2 years ago. Denial of technology to BSNL is the most important reason, which has immensely retarded to the company's growth. Roadblock created in BSNL's procurement of the state-of-art equipments, denial of 4G technology, denial of level playing field are the main reasons the present financial condition of BSNL. The employees are making their fullest contribution for the renewal of BSNL, the revival of BSNL. At the same time, the government has to ensure that the third pay bar wage revision of the executives and non-executives is settled at the earliest. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Sashmit Patra, two associates, Srimati Mamta Mohant and Dr. Amar Patnaik.
सर, माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं हिंदी में अपना वक्तव्य रखूंगा विशेष उल्लेख का। विशेष उल्लेख का विषय 33% महिला संरक्षण बिल को संसद में जल्द से जल्द पारित किया जाए। मैं 33% महिला संरक्षण बिल को संसद में जल्द से जल्द पारित करने की मांग करता हूं। भारत के सारे सांसद और राजनीतिक दल महिला सशक्तिकरण के लिए अपनी दृढ़ संकल्प प्रकाश करते हैं, मगर भारत की स्वाधीनता के 75 वर्ष के बाद भी 33% महिला संरक्षण बिल संसद में पारित नहीं हो पा रहा है। आज मैं केवल सरकार से नहीं, संसद के हर सांसद और उनके संसदीय पार्टियों से विनम्र अनुरोध करता हूं कि हम सब एकजुट होकर महिला संरक्षण बिल को संसद में पारित करें। नवंबर 2018 को ओडिशा की विधानसभा ने माननीय मुख्यमंत्री श्री नवीन पटनायक जी की अगुवाई में सर्वसम्मति से एक प्रस्ताव पारित किया। इस प्रस्ताव की मांग थी कि भारत में 33% महिला संरक्षण संसद और सारे विधानसभाओं में लागू किए जाए। मान्यवर उतना ही नहीं, माननीय मुख्यमंत्री श्री नवीन पटनायक जी ने 22 राष्ट्रीय और क्षेत्रीय राजनीतिक दलों के पास बीजू जनता दल के 22 प्रतिनिधि मंडलों को भेजा और संसद में महिला संरक्षण बिल को पारित करने के लिए समर्थन मांगा। कई दलों ने समर्थन भी दिया। 2019 चुनावों में माननीय मुख्यमंत्री श्री नवीन पटनायक जी ने 33% महिला संरक्षण बीजू जनता दल के लोकसभा सीटों पर लागू किए।
One second, Dr. Patro. Your Hindi speech does not tally with the English version.
सर ऊपर नीचे हो गया सर चैट, because I am giving the translated version, sir.
Please.
लोकसभा, क्योंकि the content is exactly the same as you can see, sir.
No, there are some differences.
ये भी एक ऐतिहासिक निर्णय था। अगर भारतवर्ष के इस अमृतकाल में हम सारे सांसद इस संसद में एकता के साथ कई सालों से लंबित इस महिला संरक्षण बिल को पारित नहीं करते हैं, तो इतिहास और विशेषकर इस देश की महिलाएं हमें कभी क्षमा नहीं करेंगी। 33% महिला संरक्षण बिल को संसद में जल्द से जल्द पारित किया जाए।
Thank you. Dr. K.R.N. Rajesh Kumar. Sorry, Dr. Amar Patnaik, two associate.
Sir, can I make one line, sir?
Please, please.
Yeah. Sir, while I associate, I'll just like to make a little bit of mention from my statement. Our Honorable CM Naveen Patnaik has long held the belief that if women are to have any say in their lives they lead, they must enter politics. Therefore, not only was Odisha one of the few states to announce 30% reservation for women in all government jobs in '91, but we are also the first state to announce 33% reservation, further increased to 50% in Panchayat Raj institutions. Therefore, on the auspicious occasion of Amrit Kal, I urge the government to pass the legislation reserving 33% seats for women in parliament and state assemblies.
Thank
you,
you
sir.
very much. Srimati Mamta Mohant hai? Not present. Sri K.R.N. Rajesh Kumar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Vice Chairman, sir. My special mention in proton cancer treatment at affordable cost. Globally, the cancer cases increased 21% and death 26% since the last 10 years. Not an exception, the Indian cancer burden has also increased during the last decade. Approximately 14 lakhs Indians had cancer in 2020. According to the cancer statistics, the report 2020, 95 out of 1 lakh men and 104 out of 1 lakh women in India had cancer diseases. According to the IHME study, the novel coronavirus diseases, COVID-19, the pandemic has slowed down the progress. Proton therapy is an advanced, highly precise radiation treatment for tumors. Compared to another method, it focuses more energy on the tumor itself, with less radiation to surrounding the healthy tissues, especially in sensitive areas such as the brain, eyes and spinal cord, heart, major blood vessels and nerves. This expensive treatment is offered at the National Cancer Institute in Haryana, Jhanjia district. First government run the hospital to offer the service for the minimal charges, while those under the PMJY were availing the service for free of cost. The proton therapy treatment at the private hospital is provided to the cost rupees 25 lakhs, which is not affordable by the most of the Indian citizens. I kindly request the Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare to take necessary action to establish proton treatment facilities at the state headquarters hospitals. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Sri M. Muhammad Abdullah.
Thank you, Vice Chairman, sir. I would like to bring to the government attention through you. The Indian immigrants from Yemen and Libya face extreme difficulties from the immigration officials in India while they return due to the travel advisory issued by the Government of India in April 2016 after the humanitarian crisis raised there. Since the January 2021, the immigration officials here in India at some of the airports have retorted to inbounding passports and even to the extent of arresting the Indian personnel returning from those countries who are working there for decades before the crisis starts there. In this regard, I like to bring to your note that many countries now accept migrants from other nations on humanitarian grounds. But the immigrants coming back from Yemen and Libya are returning to their homeland. Arresting them under Section 188 of the Indian Penal Code under the Indian Passport Act is not the right action. Also seizing their passport in their homeland is improper and will only affect their living conditions also. Hence, I kindly request the Honorable Union Minister of External Affairs to immediately look into this issue with utmost priority and take the necessary steps for the removal of these restrictions for the welfare of Indian citizens traveling from Yemen and Libya. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The House stands adjourned to meet at 11 hours on Monday, the 8th August 2022.